Here's example 2, using completing the square to find the center and radius of a circle. Here's our general equation of a circle, where I can just look at that. That's my HK, and then my radius is this. Here's a square root of R squared. All right, this example here doesn't look anything like that. What's different than example 1? At least the x's and the y's are side by side, but I still need to rewrite this. Once again, you will never have to complete the square unless you really want to. Why would you want to? You can just use a quadratic formula which supersedes the completing the square. Or, if you've taken my advice, you've programmed your calculator. It's like 5 lines of code. Only hard part is using that alpha key, which is your letters, but you can always play the video, stop it, replay it, and you can get that done. So here's what I'm going to do. I want to set this up so I can do completing the square. I'm going to leave a space here. Put my y terms side by side and leave a space, and everything was pretty much set up for me. I didn't have to rearrange anything. First step is to determine the coefficient of the middle term. It's a positive 8. I'm going to take half of that, put a circle around. Half of 8 is 4. I'm going to take the 4, and now I'm going to square that and get 16. I'm going to add 16 to the left side of the equation, add 16 to the right. Next, I'm going to look at the coefficient here of the middle term, including the sign, negative 4. I'm going to take a negative 4, I'm going to cut this in half. Gives me a negative 2. I'll put a circle around that. I'm going to square negative 2 and get a positive 4. I'm going to add 4 to the left side, add 4 to the right. What I have now is, by adding 16, I've completed the square. I've got x plus 4 quantity squared. You FOIL that out, you're going to get back this. Plus, once again, I've completed the square by adding the 4. I have a perfect square trinomial. Now, y, this is a minus now. Half of a negative 4 divided by 2 was a negative 2. And if I square that, I'll get back this trinomial. The 4's cancel out, leaving me 16. So here I am. I'm ready to determine the center of my circle. This is a plus. You're going to change that to a negative. This is already the negative, so the k value comes right after the negative sign. It's a positive 2. And then the 16, the radius, that's the radius squared. All right, that's the radius squared. So the square root of 16 is 4. And we have it. There's your center. There's your radius. An example of why you would necessarily have to do this, completing the square to find the center of a circle. You couldn't use anything else. You would have to make use of this technique.